What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Sam's Wrecking Yard. Got the mask on. It's minus 10 Celsius or minus 14 Celsius. Or it could have dropped back down to minus 16. Sun's going down. I don't know. So today, though, my thermostat seems to be stuck open because my truck's not warming up anymore. Today I'm working on my 95 Chevy Blazer, which I haven't driven in about 3 years, so that makes sense. We've been getting down to minus 20, minus 24 overnight. What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Sam's Wrecking Yard. So it looks like the first thing we got to do is remove this piece here of the airbox. So I'll unscrew there and there, because my thermostat housing is way down there. There she is. So I got to remove this section here and then figure out how to remove the clamp down there. So I don't have my stand today and it's freezing, so I'll get this done. The type I have is just little like that. I think they're like 8 millimeters. So one thing to take note of is that we got this little clip here for probably the mass airflow sensor, and that is underneath. So be very gentle with pulling that out. I almost had to learn that the hard way. Looks like I take that off and then I can pull off my hose, my upper hose. You will leak radiator fluid, so do your best to try to not leak much. All right, so I had to get a pick of some sort. I ended up using this. It's a brake tool, but just something to come up under the lip here to be able to help you move it out. Now, way down there, so there's 2 bolts, 2 10 millimeters, one on either side of the housing. Looks like they're going to be a bit of a pain to get to, but hopefully it won't take too long. So far I'm into this all of about 10 minutes, which is not bad. So there it is. You can see one hole, and if you zoom in, you might be able to see that other hole. There it is. So that's the one I got. That's what she looks like. So now I got to figure out, because that one there is stuck in there. So I got to figure out how to get that out. Once I get it out, then I can get it cleaned, clean both surfaces, and then I'll show you the gasket set in the next clip here. All right, so there's the 2 gaskets that they're going to ask you which one you need. That one is for this truck. This one here might be for the other throttle body, the more common throttle body on these, or intake, sorry. And then this is my 195 thermostat. So I'll go ahead and get that pulled out and cleaned out, clean off the surfaces, and then we'll get it all back together. So I had short extension with short 10 mil, the shortest 10 millimeter socket that I got. So bolts themselves aren't very deep. And small swivel head, and then my long one. So I kind of rotated between these 2 here. Honestly, this one here was actually useless. So were all my big ones. All right, so let me get that done and dealt with, because it's freezing outside now. All right, quick update here. Got it all cleaned out. And that is actually that second gasket that they gave me. So thank God I grabbed them both. So I'll show you on the old one here. I don't really want to take that one off. So originally the thermostat comes without this little rubber grommet, but it pressure fits inside of it, because down here there's a recess, as you can see just around the chamber there, right here. So that's what helps hold that in place, because without that, this here just wobbles around. All right. Just like that. All right, next up, I'm gonna try to drop this in as one unit here with the gasket on it. So give me a second and I'll see how I do. All right, so we got her all in. This whole process took about an hour, but it's also working on that side, and I didn't know what I'm doing. So take off this piece here, remove that. I would highly recommend taking off the valve, and you see that bracket there, that plastic. That's really very important. So it's electrical. I'll just kind of pull that off. And of course, there you go. That sets me down underneath. Make sure to unput that and remember to put it back in as well. I don't know if that's, well, I didn't know it was there the first thing. I almost forgot it. Put back together. You can, as I proved to you, you can do it without removing that arm there, but I would highly recommend doing that. So I use the 10 millimeter with various extensions, various lengths, the depth of the 10 millimeter on a quarter inch drive. Alright. I really gotta change my fluid. But there she is, that's how to change the thermostat on the 1995 I think. Chevy, S10 Blazer, Bravado, Jimmy, with this version of the intake. 5-minute update. She's already blowing warmer and gaining warmth. It is currently minus 12 or 10 degrees. Oh, okay. Yep. She's already blown way warmer than she was all day today. So what happened today was I went outside, started on my truck as always, as everybody does. Let it sit to warm up. When I came out, my temperature was damn near pegged right out. And this is actually the second time this week that it's done it. So basically, right off the bat, I knew it was going to be a thermostat, because once it settled the second time, which is today, I could never actually get any heat back into the truck. So what that means is that your thermostat is stuck in an open state, which just lets the coolant flow all the way through all the time. It doesn't let it warm up and then release it. Once it does that, then, you know, magic and science, then you get heat back in the cab of your vehicle. So yeah, thank God it was a successful time, and here we go. All right, everybody, thank you very much again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode of Sam's Wrecking Yard. I'm Sam. Bye.